Welcome back to the show. It's all smiles. I'm still here with Londynn B from Netflix's breakout series Rhythm and Flow. You are more smiley today than in that clip. Londynn.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. Well, in that last clip, you were super emotional about why you were fighting so hard in the competition, specifically for your daughter. How is she holding up?
Oh, she's amazing. She's a star now.
Oh,
I can't tell her anything. Look at my baby.
She's pretty cute. I mean...
That's the second day I had her. She was only like 2 days, and then in that one, yep, like literally she was the second day. Look, she still got a little wristband on, like she was real new.
How old is she right now?
She's 7.
Wow.
She's 7 years old, and she does gymnastics, so she's really, really like focused on that. Straight A, B, honor roll student. My daughter's amazing.
Does she give you a hard time? She's like, Mom, that rap is...
To be honest with you, now she's on TV, so now she feels like she needs a flight too.
Oh, she's a diva.
She's a diva. Now she feels like she needs a flight, you know, like she wants to, because she goes to school and the kids know who she is. So now, you know, she just feels like this mega star and she's eating it up.
You roll out the red carpet every time she comes home from school.
Absolutely, I roll it out, okay?
She's like, Mom, I need this. I need this. Does she regret holding your leg so you couldn't go to LA for the after the show?
No, because I think for her it was understanding.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of talking. We did a lot of going back and forth, FaceTiming, phone calls. So she was there every step of the way. It was just a little difficult for her to understand why I'm not there.
Right.
So she didn't feel like she wasn't there. She felt like I wasn't there. And that's where, but it wasn't bad though, because it's one of those things where, again, like, it was just a physical connection for her. It's like, Mom, you know, you're not taking me to school, you're not doing my hair, you're not.
Well, and in 10 years, she's not even gonna want you around, so you gotta take advantage of that.
Seriously, okay? Because I'm waiting on that. I'm like, wow, I gotta cherish these moments.
Yeah, right.
She's not gonna care at all.
She's not gonna care about you. Well, you also mentioned that your sexuality was a hurdle for you to get over, I imagine. Yeah. Can you expand on that? And how is your wife, Bria, doing? And are you guys married? Like, what's going on there?
Listen, so me and my family, my gorgeous 3.
Look at this.
The chosen one. These are my unicorns. Yes. My electric family. It wasn't more so coming out because I was already out. And this is a situation where I feel like I don't see the gay in it, if that makes sense.
Of course.
Unfortunately, it just looks like regular life to me.
The family.
This just a family. So it was more so just the dense moment of telling the public or a group of people who might not agree that this is what a family looks like. But I do feel like as long as we're smiling, everybody should just be worried about our happiness. And that we are. We are very happy, okay?
Don't I know it.
Okay.
And how long have you been married?
We've been, okay, so let me tell you the real thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk you through this. Boom, bam, bang. So I met her in a year, right? Bree is amazing. Bree is athletic. She ran track. She still has a championship state time on her athletic record that has not been beat yet. She is 3rd in Pitt. I think it's Pitt University, if I'm not mistaken.
If you're mistaken, you're gonna hear from me after the show.
I don't want to die.
Mess this up.
Listen, come on, I don't want to die.
You know how women are. Don't mess this up.
Okay, listen, she's gonna feel like I should have known.
I should have known.
I think it's Pitt University, but that's what made me love Brie. I Googled her, and when she popped up, I'm like, oh, so I already thought I was dealing with a celebrity. I thought she was the famous one, but I literally married her, proposed in that first year. So when
First year?
In the first year, yeah.
That's quick.
No, it is super quick, because what happens is when I first got here, I immediately came to like spend 2 weeks to date her. And when I was going back to North Carolina, she cried. And I'm like, why are you crying? And she's like, I don't want you to go. And I'm like, she was like, we can start over. You can just start over here. And at the time, I didn't have like a big job I was leaving. And then I had my own car, so it wasn't like too stressful. So I'm just like, well, I don't know, like, is that what you want to do? And she's like, yeah, I just love you. I just feel like we spent so much time together, because we was in a long distance relationship before that.
Right.
So before that, we had a good like 3 to 4 months where we were just talking and we were just building that chemistry. So when I got there in those 2 weeks, she locked me up.
She locked it down. Wow.
She locked me up.
Between her and your daughter, you're locked in.
I'm locked in, okay? Either like this or like this.
Well, okay? I love it. I love it.
There. So I proposed the first year, and I thought that was it. I thought that meant marriage.
You thought that meant marriage?
I thought that meant marriage. I ain't know. I said, listen, once we propose,
we got paperwork to file.
Man, I don't even want it. I'm like, what is that? So then when I realized I had to take more steps, I'm like, damn, I'm only 50% done. Like, I'm only 50% done.
But you did the hard part.
I did the hard part.
And the romantic part.
And the romantic part. And it was really romantic. We did it in a hibachi restaurant, but it was cute. Wasn't nobody in there. It was like really, really fancy. It was shut down. It was really nice.
I love that, and thank you for being such a good example for what a happy family should look like. It's very nice to see. And I want to ask you about your father, who has been incarcerated since you were only 2 years old, I believe, but you've maintained that he has been an amazing father nonetheless. How has that and your upbringing affected your determination in the industry?
I think you get, okay. When my father was arrested, I had no sense of direction physically. So when you build a physical connection with somebody, that's powerful. But when you build a mental connection with somebody, that's eternal, that's legendary. Because there's nothing that can connect y'all besides a 15-second phone call, you know? So he had to do a lot of talking. He had to do a lot of checking up birthdays. He had to do a lot. He had to overdo what a physical father would do. And for that, I love and I continuously respect my father. Me and my father like this. Like, really, like, I went to go see him in that one. He draws as well, so he's like an artist. But, like, I look just like my dad. That's, like, the crazy part. Like, I think I look like my mom, and then I see my dad, I be like, yeah, he all right. I think we look alike. But my dad taught me so much. He taught me so much as a woman. He taught me so much of just elegance and how to treat yourself and what to think about. What is your future? And when I first started doing music, he was a little shocked. He wanted me to go to college. And I told him, I said, well, Dad, that's not really my thing. And then when he first heard my record on Rhythm and Flow. And
he's like, yeah, okay.
Like his friends called him now. And he's like, okay, I think it's all right. He didn't know my hair was like this. So he was seeing everything for the first time. And he was very emotional.
I'm sure he was nothing but proud of you, though.
Yeah. Oh, he was super proud. He was crying. He was super proud. Like, he wouldn't have wanted it any other way. So he's just proud that he was able to set such an example in so much distance, and he's really excited.